Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a very interesting game between Hans and Caruana. This game was played yesterday at round 9 of US Championship. So let's quickly jump into the game. Hans was white, he started with e4. Caruana responded e5, knight f3, knight c6 and bishop to c4 is an Italian opening. Caruana played knight f6. Here we can play knight to g5, it's quite aggressive move, but d3 by Hans, quite common move. So Caruana mimics Hans' moves with bishop to c5, c3. The idea is to prepare d4, very simple. a5, yeah, this pawn is move is quite common. Also a6 can be played in Italian. Castle, d6, rook e1, and now bishop lands on a7. Quite interesting move. Now knight to b to d2 was played. The idea is to go to f1 and to g3, castle, and here h3 to prevent bishop coming to g4 and knight coming here. Bishop goes to e6, and yes, the first question, should we take or should we play here? Yeah, the best move is to go and pin this knight, so black cannot afford to double his pawns like here if white takes the knight. So knight e7 was played. Now d4. Hans strikes into the center. Knight goes to g6. Now bishop to a4, the best move. Bishop is coming back to c2. And now very good move by Caruana. Knight h5, and the idea is to go here on f4, and this will be excellent square for the black's knight. Now Hans go knight to f1, very good move. Now knight lands here, so black has very strong position here, but also white plays knight to g3. Now Fabi took here on d4, and already we have two questions. Should we take with a knight or should we take with a pawn? And yes, the best move is to take with the knight, and of course black cannot afford here to take to white to take here this bishop, because pawn structure will be quite bad. So that's why Fabi took the knight, cd4, and now very interesting and challenging move, d5. What should we do here? Should we play bishop to c2, just wait, do some random move like queen to f3, or maybe even e5? And yes, Hans goes for e5, but actually this isn't the best move. The best would be just to play queen f3, takes, knight takes, queen h4, and bishop to c2, and position is equal. But after e5, Caruana played actually f6. But here it's very beautiful move found by computer, queen to h4. And let's see the idea. Yes, if white does a random move like a3, now it's very beautiful move, taking on g2 and sacrificing a knight. If king takes, this is a check, queen is supported by the bishop, king g1, and now knight enters on h4, and this is actually a checkmate. So actually after queen to h4, white has to take the knight, knight takes, and now bishop c2 is still a good move. But yeah, after f6, black has strong pressure. Now rook is strong here on f file, also black will double the rook, and this position is better for black. So let's return. But Fabi played f6, and he said that he regretted this move. But in this position he was only thinking about queen to g5, but actually this move isn't enough for advantage, because after bishop to c2, position is equal. So f6. Now Niemann took here, knight takes, and very beautiful move here by Hans, knight to h5. Allowing to exchange this knight, queen takes, and here f5. And as in this position after f4, actually white has slight advantage. So Fabi tries to mix a position, but not of course decisive one. And here queen to e7 was played, and in this position a3 was played by Hans. Let's consider this move, rook a to c1, which is actually a good move. And after queen to b4, white goes back to d1, and let's say after d5, here white has very beautiful move, rook to c6, and if black takes here, queen takes, takes, and also this bishop is lost, and white is actually better. Let's go a little bit back here. Instead of b5, if black takes here, then rook e3 is quite strong, queen b6, rook b3, queen a7, and we can take here on c7. So white is again better in this position. So very interesting lines here, but after a3, c5 was played by Fabi, very good move to challenge the center, rook a to c1, c4. Fabi said that he was quite happy that black allowed him to play c4, and yeah, pawn is here restricting white pawns. So queen to d1, king h8, another great move to prepare rook to g8. Bishop 5, actually this move was against slight inaccuracy. Rook e2 is recommended by computer, or rook to c3. Bishop b5, and here Fabi plays really aggressive moves. Move g5. And actually in this position, yeah, after a big pressure, Hans blundered, slight inaccuracy with b3. Actually in this position, rook f1 has to be played, rook g8, and the idea is just rook to f2 to guard this point. But after b3, Fabi took here on f4, bc4, rook g8, so there's huge pressure. Of course, white cannot take like this because this will only help attacking options. Also f3 is coming. So rook c3 is the only move, but now very nice sequence, just taking a pawn. Bishop takes, rook takes, but now queen takes a3. And as you can see, black has a passed pawn. This is a threat, f3 is a threat, so very strong position. And here rook to c2 was played. And here in this position you have two options, either to take here or play f3. Which one would you choose? Yeah, the best move is queen takes h3. So let's see the continuation. Rook f2. Now there's a very beautiful move. Rook takes g2. Rook g2. Now f3, again great move. Where to go with this rook? If he abandon here the g file, then rook g8 is a checkmate actually. So he has to go to g5, but now just queen to h4, attacking a rook, queen d2, and f4, very beautiful move. So this is a threat, rook is hanging. Where can a rook go? Actually, if he goes here, then again rook to g8 is a fatal. But actually Fabi didn't opted for this one, surprisingly. He opted for f3. And here in this position, Hans blundered horribly with e6. The best defense here is just queen to a1, queen d3, queen d1. Yes, white wants to chase away this queen. Queen a3, queen a1, queen b3, and queen to b2, not allowing this queen to remain on board. But after e6, or also this is also good, rook to f2, rook g2, rook g2, fg2, queen d2, queen h3, although black is still a little bit better, but after queen g5, actually this is not that dangerous. What to do, rook f8, but also white has dangerous pawns. Yes, if we take here, of course, black will promote to another queen, so that was not a threat. But after e6, Fabi took here on g2, queen e2, now queen h3, so this is a huge danger. Queen e5, actually game was over after this. Rook g7, just protecting the king. Rook c to c1, queen check, king f2. Now, yes, of course, we have to be very precise. Only this move wins. Queen h4. Yeah, of course, if white goes back, then we will push f4. So king has to escape to e2, but now f4 anyway. Rook g1, queen g4 check, king d2, f3, king e3, king g8, rook c2. Yes, in this position, if we play e7, then just rook to e8 and it's nothing. We'll capture a pawn. So what to do? Rook to c2 was played, but after rook f8, rook f2, h5. Yeah, we want to promote another pawn, so very greedy play by Caruana. Queen d5 and the rook to e8 was game over. If we go with this check, then just king to h7 and yeah, look at white's king. So very beautiful win by Caruana. He's leading the tournament with 1 point. I think the second is like Mishra, Dominguez and Wesley So, and there are 2 more rounds to go. So they are fighting for first place, and today it will be very interesting clash between Caruana and Mishra. So very exciting games. Guys, thank you for watching this video and supporting me as always. And please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.